What's up, guys? Today on People Now, hello, Facebook Live.
Well, my family is kind of a big target. I have a transgender sister, and so a lot of hate goes towards us.
Jackie Evancho is responding this morning to President Trump's rolling back guidelines for transgender students.
Princess Diana's dress exhibit kicks off at Kensington Palace. We have your first look.
Do you remember this moment she had with John Travolta? We've got a story for you.
These celebrity dads are giving us major baby goals this morning.
Plus,
live in studio this morning, Mama June's trainer is telling us how he whipped the reality star into shape, dropping all the way to a size 4. Happy Thursday, People.com and Facebook Live. Welcome to People Now. Lots to get to today. Honey Boo Boo's mom is debuting her weight loss transformation on her new show, Mama June, From Not to Hot. We've got our trainer, Kenya Crooks, here live today. Listen, guys, he's going to be showing us some moves and talking all things Mama June and Honey Boo Boo. He'll be taking your questions, too. We want to know what's the hardest part of working out for you. It's our Facebook question of the day. Let us know your answers. We're going to read them live later on in the show. First, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Watch this.
Well, my family is kind of a big target. I have a transgender sister, and so a lot of hate goes towards us. But I also get a lot of love, and so we pay most attention to that. And sometimes we get really annoyed with the hate. Everyone does. We have to admit it. But we just ignore it.
That's Jackie Evancho and I talking just weeks before her Inauguration Day performance about the bullying she and her family received because her sister is transgender. Now the America's Got Talent alum is taking President Trump to task for his plan to rescind protections for transgender students. She tweeted Wednesday, "I am obviously disappointed in the POTUS decision to send the transgender bathroom issue to the states to decide. #SisterLove. She went on to say, Real Donald Trump, you gave me the honor to sing at your inauguration. Please give me and my sister the honor to meet with you to talk transgender rights." Jackie's not the only celebrity speaking out against President Trump's decision. Ellen DeGeneres tweeting this, "Just seeing the news about removing laws protecting trans people. This isn't about politics, it's about human rights, and it's not okay." Academy Award winner Brie Larson tweeting this, "This is disgusting, this is unacceptable. I #stand with Gavin and every trans person who deserve nothing less than protection and equality." And Inception and Juno star Ellen Page tweeted, "We need to protect trans youth and stand up against this cruelty that hurts our kids." Well, the allegations of domestic violence surrounding Chris Brown and former girlfriend Karrueche Tran are growing after singer Kay Cola, a neighbor of Brown's at the time, claims she heard Brown abusing Tran when they were dating. The singer tweeted Tuesday saying, "Some of y'all make me sick to my stomach," talking about Karrueche's lying. "I've heard him beat her myself. I even called the police. I used to cry over that situation, hearing her screaming at the top of her lungs because I am also a victim of domestic violence. I never spoke up because I didn't feel it was my place, but hearing y'all say she's lying, I can't just sit by and watch this. I don't regret sticking up for Karrueche or telling the truth. Whatever comes with it, I stand for what's right at all times." Cola's tweets came just hours after it was revealed Tran was granted a temporary restraining order against Brown. A source close to Tran tells People that Brown has been attempting to contact Tran nonstop ever since they broke up. Went on to say he texts her and leaves her crazy messages, one day saying he loves her, the next saying things like, "I'm going to ruin you and make your life a living hell." She had to change her phone number a few times. In court documents obtained by People, the model states Brown threatened to kill me, to take me out to others, threatened to kill me over text messages, threatened to harass my friends, and threatened to shoot me. Brown's attorney has not responded to a request for comment, and trans rep declined to comment as well. Stay on People.com for the latest on this story. That is really intense,
yes,
and we'll see how that kind of unfolds as legal stuff continues to kind of happen there.
Definitely.
Moving on to Facebook Live.
Yes, let's check in with Facebook Live. Mama June's trainer is here live. We wanted to know what's the hardest part of working out for you. Jenna says making time to work out, right? That's the first battle. That's
number one, yeah, making the time. Venus says it's important not to whine.
Yes,
Okay,
Victoria says hardest part of working out is the soreness the next day, but no pain, no gain.
Yeah, and soreness the second day and then that third day when you can't move your arms anymore. Not that I'm speaking from experience of being a terrible person to work out. All right, Justin is asking about Princess Diana. We're going to be getting to her in just a little bit, Justin. Some really interesting stuff there with an exhibit and really cool stuff, so stick around. Keep those Facebook comments coming in. We'll check in with you again very soon, but first, Andrea, even more trending news.
Yes, we're talking baby news. Cheryl has officially debuted her baby bump. The mother-to-be, who is expecting her first child with One Direction's Liam Payne, showed off her pregnancy curves in a photo shoot for L'Oreal Cheryl and the Prince's Trust, published in this week's The Daily Mirror. In November, people confirmed that the X Factor UK judge Cheryl and Payne were expecting their first child. Though the couple never officially announced it, but the singer did let her baby belly peek through when the couple stepped out for the St. James Christmas Carol concert in London back in November. Cheryl and Payne began dating late last year and met when he competed on the X Factor in 2010 with his future bandmates. So happy for them, and she looks beautiful.
All right, here we go. Time to talk about all of our favorite royals and People Now's Royals correspondent, lovely, the Honorable Imogen Lloyd-Webber, here to break it all down. Welcome, Imogen.
Good morning, Jeremy.
Good to see you. Now, in just a moment, we're going to be checking out some of our favorite crowns and tiaras of the British royal family. But first, everyone says this new generation of royals, Prince William, Princess Kate, Prince Harry, are really modernizing the monarchy. In fact, congrats to Prince William. He was just nominated for the Straight Ally Award at the British LGBT Awards. Now, that particular award recognizes those who work with the LGBT community to advance the community's rights. What does this say about the direction and future William is looking to take the royals, Imogen?
Prince William is known for his support of the LGBTQ community. And last June, he appeared on the cover of Attitude magazine talking about how, quote, "No one should be bullied for their sexuality or any other reason, and no one should have to put up with the kind of hate that these young people have endured in their lives." That was the first time a member of the royal family was featured on a magazine for queer-identified audiences. Now, Princess Diana was all about making the monarchy relevant and reflect what was going on in the real world, and Prince William is absolutely continuing her work there.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of William's mom, Princess Diana, there is a brand new exhibit opening Friday, February 24th called Diana, Her Fashion Story, highlighting, of course, her fashion. People remember her style, but she really wasn't always a style icon, was she? How did she become one?
Yeah, the exhibition is at Kensington Palace, where Princess Diana lived and where now the Cambridges and Prince Harry have homes. Princess Diana was only 19 when she met Prince Charles, so it's unsurprising she was known as Shy Di. I think many women will testify they really hit their style stride at 30, and it was the same for Princess Diana. She was 35 when she officially divorced Prince Charles, and by then she was very much a sexy single mum. I think many women out there can relate to that journey. I really can.
Sure, I agree. I think lots of women definitely relate to her for many reasons. Is there a moment that you remember when Princess Diana's style really made her stand out?
I think when she got rid of her gloves, Diana was all about making the monarchy more approachable and accessible, and taking away the barrier of the gloves was a sign of that.
Okay.
She loved holding people's hands. She sort of loved that direct contact with them.
That's really great, and one of the many special things about her. Tell me some of the dresses, some of the standouts that we should be looking for on that display. What
Okay,
stands
so
out
some
to
of the standouts in the exhibition include the tweed suit she wore on honeymoon in Scotland in 1981. There was also her Catherine Walker Elvis dress, which she wore to the British Fashion Awards in October 1989, and then for an official visit to Hong Kong. Diana was actually the one who called it her Elvis dress.
I love it.
Showing her mischievous sense of humor.
Ooh, a little mischievous there, yeah. That risque that she would say that. Besides her fashion, Princess Diana really knew how to bust a move.
She did.
We have to talk about this throwback moment, the time that Princess Diana danced with John Travolta at the White House in 1985. Take us back. How did this end up happening? Certainly an amazing moment for anyone there.
Yeah, so Diana loved to dance, and she danced with John Travolta at a dinner thrown by President Ronald Reagan and First Lady Nancy Reagan. They were on the dance floor for nearly 30 minutes.
Wow, that is impressive.
You can also see that midnight blue Victor Edelstein gown on the display at the Kensington Palace exhibition.
Oh, cool.
Princess Diana was known for connecting with popular culture in a way we really hadn't seen before. She was big friends with George Michael. She could be seen having an amazing time at Live Aid in 1985. And it would be a bit like Princess Kate dancing with Channing Tatum now. Okay. That's the sort of equivalent. And I'm not sure that's going to happen. That's how extraordinary Diana was.
My big takeaway is that Channing Tatum is the new John Travolta in the mind of Imogen Lloyd-Webber. I love it. I love that. Make it happen. It would be great if somehow Princess Kate and Channing would
Meghan Markle. We could see that.
Or Meghan Markle. Maybe that could happen.
That could happen.
Just a moment on the dance floor at some big regal ball or something. Thank you, Imogen. And thank you for tolerating all my suggestions. This royal record would not be complete, guys, without this truly fascinating look into the most revered crowns and tiaras from the royal family. Watch this. Tree Hill star Chad Michael Murray plays Sam Phillips. He started Sun Records, right? So what's it like to work with a former teen heartthrob? I mean, here we go.
He's still pretty handsome.
Yeah.
When I stand next to him, I'm like, geez, I gotta do a sit-up. Still working on it, you know?
Yeah, I think that we'd all be maybe a little uncomfortable standing next to Chad Michael Murray. Mike and Molly star Billy Gardell has a new gig as Elvis Presley's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, on CMT's new series, Sun Records. Now, the show tells the origin story of famous musicians like Elvis, Johnny Cash, B.B. King, and many more, and it's our Toyota People Pick of the Day. Now, when I just sat down with Billy, he revealed how he embodied a character much different than the jovial cop that he played on Mike and Molly. Check this out.
Alabama ain't seen nothing like this, okay? You shoot them, you eat them, you chase them around the yard, you see them floating in the pool, but you ain't never seen them dance.
He played Colonel Tom Parker, who for the youngins out there, he was sort of the Scooter Braun to Elvis Presley's Justin Bieber. Is that a good translation? Does it work?
Well, I think without the Colonel, we wouldn't have any managers like that. So, in fact, anybody who's in a rock band that ever got a rider for all that stuff in the green room, Colonel did all that.
But you described this role, you have described it anyway, as Walter White meets Foghorn Leghorn, which is one of the greatest descriptions ever, hits the note.
The thing was, I couldn't find any information on the Colonel, but like I talked to a few people in Memphis, they were very open to us, and I got to talk to a few people who knew him, and nobody could describe him the same way. So I had to make him this guy who's does all these bad things, because he'll do anything. He'll lie when the truth works, and that was a nice change from Mike and Molly, who did everything nice. He was sweet, he did everything right. And now I'm just playing a guy that would lie when the truth works. So I thought, all right, well, who's a guy that's really likable but it's awful? I thought Walter White.
Damn right.
This and that. He's got those kind of morals.
Yeah.
And then I had to kind of invent a character for him. And I figured if he was a huckster and a con man and he was down south.
Hey, it's sure quiet around here. You could hear a caterpillar sneaking across a moss bed in tennis shoes.
Foghorn
Give a little nod to Foghorn.
That's so great. Do you have a little Foghorn Leghorn in there? Do you have a little,
no, you gotta wait and watch.
You gotta wait and watch, okay. All right, guys, stay with us. Meet our Thursday hero. It's a police officer who handled the difficult task of finding abandoned babies too late. Hear how he single-handedly rescued over 3,000 babies before they met a similar fate. It's an incredible true story. Plus, the man behind TV's most shocking transformation about to hit reality TV, Mama June's trainer, joins us live this morning. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in people. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
It's that time again. The stars are on the move, and we're following them in today's edition of Star Trek. Chris Martin delivered a stunning tribute to the late George Michael at Wednesday night's 2017 Brit Awards. The Coldplay frontman took the stage to sing Michael's classic tune, A Different Corner. But before the performance, the audience had a chance to hear from the late singer himself when footage began playing in the background. Michael said this to an awaiting audience: "I never wanted to be somebody else. I wanted to be a star, and I wanted people to love me and recognize me in the streets. As a child, that was what I wanted, but I never really wanted to be someone else." A clip of Michael then joined Chris Martin for a touching duet of the hit song, leaving not a dry eye in the house. Of course, this isn't the first time Martin has paid tribute to the late Wham performer. The father of two sang Last Christmas at a homeless shelter in London just a few days after Michael's death. All right, moving on to this. Carrie Hart is showing us all how to multitask this morning. The retired motocross racer and husband to Pink still completed daddy duty while out at work, posting this adorable Instagram of his 8-week-old son, Jameson. He writes, "JMO putting in some shop time with Pop yesterday. My motorcycle lift doubles well as a changing table." Very creative. He thanked Pink for taking the pic, adding the hashtag "Get Them Started Young." The proud papa has learned to balance work and daddy duty very well these days. In this pic, posted by his co-owned shop's Instagram, Carrie holds little JMO while he works, captioning the pic, "Boss man Carrie Hart pulling double duty, getting some wrench time while taking care of his baby boy Jameson." Love it. Cheers to multitasking dads everywhere. And speaking of father-son bonding, Josh Kelly has been doing lots of bonding since the birth of his baby boy, Joshua Bishop Kelly Jr. The 37-year-old dad and hubby to Katherine Heigl posted this sweet pic of his happy little dude showing off his son's morning excitement. Just look at his little face there. Caption Catherine and Josh have been on cloud nine since the December 20th birth of their son, yet this is not the first child for the happy couple. Joshua Bishop Kelly Jr. has two adopted big sisters, 8-year-old Naylee and 4-year-old Adelaide, and his mama is not opposed to having more. She recently told People, "I still want more children. I'd get pregnant again, and I still am very inspired by adoption. I also have been thinking a lot about fostering." Well, I know we'd all love to see more adorable babies from the Heigl Kelly family, but for now, I guess we'll settle on these super cute pics. And those are your Star Tracks for today. We gotta talk about Project Runway Junior. You've been a host since 2015.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part about hosting this show?
My favorite part has to be just working with kids. I think they're like little sponges. They're so much fun and unaffected, and they're adorable. And I love fashion, and it's been such a learning experience for me because I've been in front of the camera for so many years, and now I know I'm still on camera, but it's just I have a different perspective now, and I get to work with Christian Siriano, who's a designer, and Kelly Osbourne, Aya Kanai, and Tim Gunn. I mean, all of which have very different perspectives. So it's really interesting and cool to learn about the business from their eyes.
Speaking of Kelly Osbourne, she's no stranger to the fashion world. What would be something that we'd be surprised to know about her and, your experience working with her?
She's just a ball of energy. Mm-hmm. She's so much fun. I mean, I adore her. She's so sweet and humble, and she's the most fun on set for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we're actually really good friends on and off set, so it's just very easy for us. It's not a hard job because we all get along and it's fun.
No, because even the crunch is wrong.
There we go. Look at Mama June go. That's a teaser from her new WeTV show.
Look at her.
Mama June from not to hot.
Come on.
She's getting whipped into shape and getting a whole new look thanks to weight loss expert Kenya Crooks, who's joining us live in studio. Kenya, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
The energy is infectious.
The energy, you smell really nice.
You know what?
You're here every morning.
It's better than smelling bad.
That is the truth.
It
No
beats
doubt about it.
smelling bad.
So,
All
right.
Kenya, we just saw that clip. WeTV is calling Mama June's new look the most shocking transformation of reality TV history.
In history.
Huge.
You can look. The Biggest Loser won't have anything on this. The Swan won't have anything on this. When I tell you this is the greatest transformation of all time, get ready.
All right.
Because this thing is phenomenal.
So,
Yeah, how blown away are viewers going to be when they see the final transformation?
You won't even be able to recognize it. When her kids don't even recognize her. This thing is going to be ridiculous.
well, that is pretty impressive when the kids don't recognize her. I mean, and look, the transformation is pretty impressive. We know that Mama June had gastric sleeve surgery in 2015. Then you came in after her weight loss had kind of plateaued, right?
Yes.
So break down her workout regimen, the diet that you gave Mama June.
Okay, basically, I came in as the closer because she was struggling with getting to the next point of weight loss. So they brought me in. They were like, look, this is going to be a task. We need you.
Okay.
This, that, the other. And I'm like, because first, I had just gotten the call. They was like, we need you to work with somebody.
Okay.
I'm like, who? And they was like, Mama June. And I was like, oh, Jesus. No. Oh, no, God, no. And I was like, okay, cool. We can make it happen. But the cool thing about momentum is as soon as we got her going, she was good. Now, in the very beginning, it was a struggle.
Right.
Yeah. It was hard,
What would you say is her biggest challenge? Because losing weight is not easy.
Getting up.
In the morning.
In the morning for her, because again, I had to come in with the little air horn and be like, okay, time to go. I'm like, there's a big old black man in your living room and in your kitchen. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
And like we said, the energy alone, I think, would get anybody out of bed.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Did she fight you on anything, any foods or the workouts that were particularly like she pushed back?
Well, you have to keep in mind, this lady used to eat this stuff called sketty. So that does not
We've heard of
sound
it. We've heard
healthy
of
or
sketty.
nutritious at all. We had to change how she looked at food.
Yeah.
So basically, we had to cut down the portions because again, she used to eat really, really big. You know what I mean? So we had to change how she ate, how she worked out, and just put it all together, just marry everything together.
That makes sense.
Now that she's down so much weight, I mean, how is she feeling? Has it kind of transformed her emotionally as well?
Yeah.
I'm sure like the mindset's totally different.
Oh yeah, the self-esteem is off the charts. I mean, before it was kind of like when we first got started, it was kind of like, okay, let's work out. She'd be like, okay, what we gonna do today?
Yeah, right.
But as soon as she started dropping weight, then it's just like, what you got for me today? Let's go.
I'm sure the progress, once you start making progress, it becomes more motivating for you, right, as a
Yeah.
person doing it. I want to know what it's been like spending so much time with the hilarious Honey Boo Boo and the rest of the family. Look, you're a funny guy, obviously.
Thank you.
They are some funny people as well. What was that like?
Well, the cool thing is when you start working with people, you become a family.
Sure.
So, and the cool thing about the kids, they're great informants.
Okay.
They-
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Like how she's doing when you're not there.
Yes, I would use her kids against her. Yes, I use her, and I firmly believe in using children.
Okay, all right.
Now, now did the kids jump in and join in the workouts? Or
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, they did because, again, we had to create a culture of team.
Right.
I come from a sports background. Shout out to Clemson University.
Hello.
You're national champion
Yeah, there we
for
go.
this year. But I believe in the team concept, and you have to get everybody on board. You can't have like two different menus of, okay, this is for the people who trying to lose weight, and this for everybody else.
No,
who
right,
trying
of course.
Right. So it was a team effort, and the kids joined in, and it made everything so much easier.
It's accountability
Yes.
and group motivation, the whole thing. We obviously haven't seen Mama June's reveal yet. That's going to be the big selling point of the show.
That's going to be ridiculous.
But is she keeping up with the workouts and everything right now?
Yeah, she is. She's doing awesome, and we're looking at making her even more sexier. I mean, she's killing it now, but we're looking at making it even more so.
We just refine her more and more. I like that. All right.
Look, I like to put the ER on everything. Finer and sexier. That's how I do it. I like to put the ER on it.
I love
I know. All right, we can't let you go out without having you teach us one workout move.
You need
that
one
people
move.
can try at home. The people on Facebook Live right now can do this. Anyone can do it.
Okay, cool. Let me give you a move, and you can do this. You're getting ready now. Like, getting ready. It's like, oh, you better get that right.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, this is called the frog leap. This is for your thighs.
Okay.
And this is for your booty.
Oh, okay.
So you know what I mean? So you can
some
do
of that.
this in between commercials. And basically, it's like you can just touch.
Ooh, okay.
Boom. And then jump up.
Okay.
So you're going to touch and jump up. Now, wait. This is the cool part. We're going to do 20. 3, 2,
29.
Right now?
Yes.
I'm gonna pass
3,
out. Okay.
2, 1, go. 1,
Oh, shit.
boom, 2.
Come on, get it.
Give me
Come on,
3.
Andrea.
Good.
How many do
4.
you- how many do you
Good.
do?
5. Good. 6.
Just 10. Let's just do 10.
7. Yeah, let's go. 10. 8. Good.
9,
1 more.
10.
That's what I'm talking about. Boom. Everybody has lost 30
Legitimately
pounds.
lightheaded.
See?
Okay.
See?
Before we let you go, I want to know what supermodel you would say Mama June most compares to right now in her phase.
You know
as
what?
I catch my breath.
You know what? If I had to choose one person that she looks the most like, let me think about it. You gotta watch the show.
I love it. The ultimate tease, guys. Thank you so much to Kenya Crooks. We really appreciate
you
it.
for having me.
Make sure to watch him on WeTV's Mama June from Not to Hot this Friday at 9 Central for Sexier, Hotter, the whole thing.
Hey.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker, and Liam Hemsworth. This is Jared Leto in People, photobombing Anne Hathaway, and Reese sneaking one in on Sophia and Joe. This is Dustin Hoffman, photobombing the dame herself, Judi Dench, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
What was that? The most recent episode of The Walking Dead had everyone freaking out when Rick and the rest of the crew were put to the test by a new group of survivors. So when one of the show's stars, Ross Marquand, who plays Aaron, stopped by People Now Studios, I wanted to get his take on this new group and what's in store for the rest of season 7. Watch this.
Well, I think, what we're finding, with of course, this new group, as we're affectionately calling them, the garbage people. We don't know if we can trust them yet, but we feel good about the potential, union that could happen there. And of course, we've got Ezekiel in the kingdom. We've got everybody who's, and the Hilltoppers who are wanting to come together and band against Negan. But the real question is, do they have the resources, do they have the weapons, and do they have the people to actually fight against them?
The Walking Dead is obviously known for epic finales. Season 7 concludes April 2nd. I know you can't tell us anything about it, but what was it like shooting it? You can maybe at least tell us that.
Assuming I was a part of the finale.
Ooh, maybe that's saying something. I like that.
Maybe I was, but assuming I was a part of it, I can tell you it was pretty epic. Very epic, actually. It feels like an action movie.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like a true blue, like 80s Die Hard style action movie. I mean, it's intense.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening.
So what I made out there was Sylvester Stallone may actually be in the season finale.
Or Bruce Willis.
Or Bruce Willis, either one.
But either way, yeah.
We're just, I mean, it's out there. We'll see what happens.
I mean, it'd be cool if Sylvester Stallone was a part of it.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I mean, like, come on, let's do this thing. Let's kill some walkers, you know what I mean?
It's time now to meet a real-life hero among us, an amazing story that he tells us in his own words. Take a look.
In 1998, as a medical officer with the police department, I received a phone call for baby not breathing. Went to another call 2 weeks later, and I found a little baby boy wrapped up in a plastic bag that was buried in the backyard that was unearthed by a dog in the middle of the night. 2 weeks after that, responded to a call, baby not breathing, and I found a little baby girl wrapped up in a plastic bag. That was the start of it, and it began to get me extremely upset. When we started this in 1999, actually, we were averaging 16 babies a year found dead in dumpsters and garbage cans around. Since the program has been up, we have dropped the death rate down to 1 last year that we had. We've rescued over 3,303 babies since we started the program. Children are so loved because you have their mother and father, the adoptive mother and fathers, have been dying to have a family. And here now, they've been blessed with a child, and they treat them with incredible love and give them support and everything that they need.
That's such an inspiring man.
Really inspiring.
Wow.
Good work that he's done.
I know, definitely. Well, let's check in one more time with Facebook Live. Susan's watching live from Dublin. Hope you're having a great day in Ireland. I've always wanted to go to Ireland.
Me
it's on
too.
my list.
Yeah, yeah. I was going to try to do an accent on that.
No, don't. Don't.
Renee says, I decided to go to the gym when my favorite show was on Ellen, and made a decision I would start on the treadmill and stay on it for 1 hour until the show was over, and it worked.
That's
good for you.
very smart.
Smart idea. Really good idea.
Preoccupied. Yeah. Donna commented on our Royals Throwback Thursday saying, still miss Princess Diana.
Yeah, a lot of love for Billy Gardell. Edward writes, OMG, I love Mike and Molly. We do too.
Yes,
Still
Loretta
love it.
says, Mike and Molly, funny show. There's a lot of N's there.
Yeah,
Is it the funny?
Sandra was wondering who's playing Elvis on Billy's new show, Sun Records. The actor's name is Drake Milligan, and that looks really good, by the way. And by the way, lots of love for Kenya, our trainer, Kenya Crooks. That was just in. Wow, sorry. Kenya, one of the people here saying, let's see, Cheryl says, that's my coach and mentor, the world's greatest weight loss expert. Coach Kenya Crooks is hilarious, inspiring to see how you worked it with her, and look at his guns, Tamika says.
I just want to be him.
The dude
his energy, his positivity.
He's jacked.
His body.
And he's got so much energy. Yeah, definitely. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and thanks for commenting. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Melissa Rivers will be getting us pumped for Oscars fashion, plus Mama June's daughters, Honey Boo Boo and Pumpkin, are talking all about their new show and their mama's big transformation.
Woo.
We can't wait to talk more about that.
Yes, thanks for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Kate Upton. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Kate Upton, and this is One Last Thing. The last TV show I binge watched was The Blacklist. The last time I was starstruck was yesterday when I met Erica Jane. The last time I was embarrassed was when Justin tried to force me to do karaoke. I did not do that. And the last girls' night out, well, it wasn't really out, but probably last night when I was celebrating being on the cover of Sports Illustrated and we had tequila and pizza.
Hey YouTube! Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And for more people now, click on the subscribe button down here.
And check out more great video right now by clicking on one of these links.